Hello there, it's Haley. It's time for severe weather and earthquakes and stuff along those lines. The most recent earthquake is not in California, but I'm wondering if that's the state border, because look at that. So we go over to here, where we can actually click on it, and then we can zoom in and find out, yeah, see, so it's generally in California, Alaska, but sometimes it's right across the border, and that's your most recent earthquake. The strongest earthquake in the past 24 hours, 5.7 magnitude, near Papua, Indonesia, near the south coast of it, apparently. Strong earthquakes. Basically a ring of fire type day. Looks like Australia got one. So that'd be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could have just read and seen, oh look, Western Australia, that is 5.1, 9.8 kilometers deep. I wonder if the Australian people even... Okay, there are some responses. Right, but it is the USGS. I have no idea how many international people reported. MMI of 4. That's like light shaking, no damage. Right, so moving on to where it's apparently winter. Here in the United States, high temperatures for today. Very cold in places, low temperatures for tonight, even colder. We've got like, it's very confusing because apparently in the purple it's going to be in the -20s, but the closest actual number near it is like -5, -3. I think that's what that says. That looks like it says -29. So the colors are all off. Yeah, but basically cold in these places. Not very pleasant. But if you go hang out in like Florida all the time, it's very nice. But Texas, no, not today. Not even in Arizona, 35 and 29. That cold. So, active weather advisories. This is probably red flag. Next to freeze warning, California, red flag would be the fire weather type thing. There's wind advisories, high wind warning. Next to wind advisory, next to red flag warning. Air stagnation apparently is a permanent condition in the Oregon-Washington area now. And here we have, was it wind chill advisory? And you can tell I clicked at it, so I can't feign like I'm reading it for the first time. But I figured I'd find out what is a wind chill advisory. Well, apparently it's when it's gonna be, well, wind chill, if you're not already familiar, that's when it's like the effective temperature based on the actual air temperature and then the wind. You combine that in to get wind chill. So apparently, where was it? 20 to 30 degrees below zero is what's happening in these, well, at least for that one. Let's see if we can read one over here. Very cold, basically. Bundle up. Cover up all exposed skin, etc., etc. Let's see. To 10 below zero or colder. So basically, if it were a contest, this area is going to suck more than that area, wind chill wise. Right, the purple's next to it's winter storm warning, next to winter weather advisory. So basically, winter. Not sure what the dark blue is. Hard freeze warning. Okay, if I remember correctly, that's where you're going to have crop damage. It's like there's a freeze warning. Okay, there was a frost advisory. I think that was like the weakest. That was where your most delicate plants, bring them indoors if you can. If not, they might get uncomfortable or die. Then there was freeze warning. And then there was hard freeze warning, where I think it also meant that it was going to be freezing temperatures for a few nights and that you will experience vegetation loss. This, I think, is all flooding. Flood. That's what green is. Flood. Right, so we move on to here. We can see heavy snow possible in New Mexico, apparently. And then general snow in the water-hatched areas around there. Flash flooding, that would probably be why all those flood warnings and advisories are happening. Yeah. Wait, was I looking at tomorrow? No, how's today? Right, let's make sure I was... Okay. Yes, we were looking at today's, because sometimes I hover over one of these tabs and don't even notice. Makes it too easy. In the world of severe thunderstorms, there's nothing happening in the world. No, not even a thunderstorm area is forecast today or tomorrow. And as you can see up here, totally green. So, right, Wicked Wicks. I guess I need to build a winter-related weather site so that I can pimp that during the winter months, because it seems silly to say, hey, go to wickedwix.com, wickedwx.com, if you like looking at lots of green and you know, reading lots of capital shout-at-you text. Anywho, take it easy.